Hi everybody, it's Kathy here again from Memories Made Magical. Just like to welcome you back to my channel. I've got a little 6x6 album to share with you that I've made recently, this time using the Graphic 45 Flutter collection. I've actually used the 12x12 collector's edition, which comes also with a sticker sheet in the pack. And the nice thing about this little album that I've made, I haven't had to use all of the papers. In fact, I've got basically half of the papers left. I think it comes with 16 papers. So it's 2 of each of 8 different designs. And obviously they're double-sided, and because I did the 6x6 I was literally able to cut the 12x12s into 4, so that gave me a lot of papers for the pages. So I've still got half of the collection left of the beautiful papers, which I'm really happy about. I know most of us crafters, we like to stroke them as well as use them, or maybe it's just me. They've got some beautiful designs on them, lots of very vivid colours. So that's a pretty one of all the ants there. On the back it's got where you can have the cutter parts, turn them into ephemera cards. And they also have a couple of the nice borders on there as well. One that says Live Life in Full Bloom, which is that one there. And the other one is Busy as a Bee. So again, beautiful, beautiful designs and sentiments on there. And the papers are just lovely. They've got so much detail, the little bees and the little ladybirds. Everywhere you look there's a little bit more detail. There's a dragonfly down there. And a little beetle. They've got lots and lots of detail, and the thing I like also about this is they've got writing, some calligraphy on the back as well, which is pretty. The other side of that one, got nice bumblebees, and then we've got one that's just beetles. Some of the Latin names on there, which is the natural history of beetles. On the other side it's just beetles. And then you've got some nice butterflies. Looks a bit like a kaleidoscope of butterflies on there, which is a lovely detail. And then again, some little vines and some little beetles and insects on that one. Again, beautiful design. Some flowers and butterflies and dragonflies. Nice stripe, blue stripe on the back. And I didn't use much of the cutter parts for this album as well, so I've still got 2 of the cutter part pages. I just used some borders that were on either side of them. And then I've only also used a tiny bit of one of the border stickers, which I was quite pleased about. So I've still got quite a lot of the collection left, which I was quite hoping I would have. So, onto the album. Right, so it's a 6x6 album, and on the front I've just used one of the tonic dies, the new keepsake book or memory book dies that Tonic have brought out, and I've done it in black. I've covered the album front and back in Mod Podge, just to give it a little bit of a glossy look, but also to protect it. Okay, and then I used one of the borders at the back. It says Live Life in Full Bloom on there. I thought that was quite nice. And I should have made this spine just a little bit narrower, because then I could have had the whole sentiment on the back, which unfortunately I forgot about when I did it. But it said, be happy for this moment is your, and it says life under there. So that's the front, and I just used one of the stickers, butterfly stickers from the sticker sheet. I just used half of one because obviously this is a 6x6 album, and so I've got another half to do another strip on one if I want to, because obviously the sheets are 12x12. So then the borders are actually 12 inches long, which is nice. So we open it up, and I've used vibrant butterflies for the first page, and I've done a flip up there. So we've got the honeycomb, the bee honeycomb paper on one side, and then we've got bloom and grow, pink, on the underside. So again, somebody could put a photo here on the flip up side and on underneath. The next page, I've just done another flip up, this time with some bees on there, and the beautiful chrysanthemums, I presume they are. Not quite sure actually, there's a lot of different flowers there. I can recognise a tulip and some little rosebuds. So these are beautiful, beautiful designs, vivid colours, as we have learnt, we've been able to expect from Reckitt 45. Fantastic quality. Then on the next page, I've just done some little photo mats. I've just done a little pocket. Again, used one of the little borders, or part of one of the little borders that says busy as a bee, buzz, on there, and I put a little bit of the backing of the beetle paper there, just to break up contrast a little bit. So we've got a little double-sided plain black photo mat on there that I've put a little tab, my little tab die cuts that I've got. Guys. On the next page, again, it's one of my favourite pages in the collection. It's got little stamps and things on it, and then that's got another flip up where you've got the kaleidoscope butterflies there. Again, I've used a little bit of a border where the ants are all busy there, making a little trail, and then I've left that page, live life in full bloom, dart and dash beetles, wasps, flutter, insects, flit, pretty little pictures of butterflies and flowers and beetles on there. And the following page, I've again done, this time I've done a side pocket, again with some more of the kaleidoscope butterflies, and then underneath before I glued the pocket, the side down to make the pocket, I just put some of the blue stripe paper. Again, I've made a double-sided plain photo mat with tabs. The little photo mats I've made are actually 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches wide and long, just to fit nicely into the pocket. To make these pockets, I've literally just glued the flap down. I just used some glossy accent glue, literally just at the edges there. I rounded the corners before I glued it down, put some designer paper over the top and just glued down the edges. So obviously that gives me as much of a pocket as I can have, but it was a quicker album than sort of making the pockets with the hinges. I will bring out a tutorial for this album because I think this is one of my favourite constructions of albums. They're very quick to do. This one only actually took me probably about 4 to 6 hours altogether, because I didn't actually make it all on the same day. But probably overall it took about 4 to 6 hours, and that was including decoration and varnishing of the front. So here again, nice little pocket. We've got the butterfly just peeping up there on the picture. The paper, I've just coordinated again. I've kept it pretty simple. And the next one, again with some beautiful butterflies and a blue stripe paper. And again, another double-sided black photo mat. It just fits nicely into the pocket. As I say, all of the photo mats all the way through the album are 4.5 by 4.5 inches. Then we come to another flip up. This time I've kept the theme of the beetles going all the way along on this page, so just got different parts of the beetle paper. Just thought that looked quite nice. And then again on the flip up, I've just put the other side with the beetles on it. And then coming along again, we have yet another pocket, another little bit of the border, the Busy as a Bee border. I've put the Bloom and Grow pink paper in again. So I've tried not to repeat it too much pages, but I think when you cut a 12 by 12 into sort of 4 squares and you've got 16 pieces of paper all together, you do get quite a lot of variety, and you can just coordinate and mix and match as you like. I liked the kaleidoscope butterflies. It's probably one of my favourite prints that's in this collection, so I used the butterflies all the way along in that flip up, and then I put some more of the honeycomb paper on the last flip up. So in this album, and that, as again I'll show you, is the back. In this album you can comfortably get 30 photos quite easily. You could probably get more than that if you were to use like the wallet size photo, so you probably get 2 on there and 2 on there. But if you just had just one big photo on each, I've counted, and for each side of the flip ups on there, and then each side of the photo mats and everything, you would quite comfortably get 30 photos in that little album. So as I say, if you'd like me to do a tutorial, just give me a thumbs up and maybe just tell me in the comments below, and I'll come back and do another album tutorial. Okay, until then, take care, thanks for watching, and happy crafting.